Call the meeting to order. Yep.
All right, Ms. Wallace, tonight we ask as far as we do the city business, so you have your will and your way in it, so we can do it in a peaceful manner, if all is pleasing to you. Now we ask prayer for those that are sick tonight, keep their hands on them. In Jesus' name we pray.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, in your packets, you have the minutes from the September 2022 meeting. So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, committee and department reports. Chamber. You didn't have anything last month, did you?
Yeah, I'm barely walking, so that was my first one. We made it. We made it through September, the busiest tourism month. We had Fall into Arts, Kennett Cruiser's Car Show, the 3D Dash, and the Delta Fair. Some of those report record attendance. I attended each of those at some point, and it looked like a lot of people to me. So thank you to everyone who attended those and supported those events and all the volunteers. It takes a lot of volunteers to put on every single one of those, and the reason we talk about it is because that brings outside visitors to our community who are purchasing gas, buying food, shopping at our stores, and we're generating our tax revenue, and that's essential for all of us. So thank you to all the volunteers who work on all of those. We have received reimbursement requests from CAFTA and a partial request from Kennett Cruisers. We've already approved that through you all. I will process those through the chamber office this week and then seek a reimbursement from the city clerk when that's done. Last month, you all approved money to order eclipse glasses, so I have ordered 10,000 eclipse glasses and viewers. I've got the image proof with me there in production. Hopefully they'll arrive this month. So this style will be a viewer for, it's really good for kids who have a hard time with those big glasses, or for an adult who wears eyeglasses and doesn't want to deal with that clunky paper glasses. So we have 3,000 of those and 7,000 of the standard glasses. They say April 8th, 2024, that's the date of the big event. And they say Kennett, Missouri, and visit Kennett.com. So I'm excited to have those on hand. In Q1, we ran ads in Show Me Missouri magazine, Robinson Outdoor billboards, and SignTech billboards that focused on our September events. And we are in Q2 now, and we have ads placed in Show Me Missouri magazine and Missouri Life magazine. Those focus on waterfowl hunting and the visitors that brings to us. That's all we have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, finance.
I only got one item. I just got a quick update from Mr. Carter on the numbers after reviewing the first quarter. It looks like we are running about 4.49% over budget, which translates to about $217,000. We will have, I will coordinate with Brenda and have my schedule for next week to have a finance meeting to possibly probably have some more account payables for the first quarter. So we're going to be, it's going to be easier for us to review the first quarter. And I'll give you an exact number on the next meeting.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, fire.
Mayor, City Council. Total run volume for last month was 258 calls or incidents, the majority of those being EMS calls at 192 in various other counties. You will notice that you do not have the financial report in front of you as promised, but I've been out of town for the last 3 days and just drove in, but you will have it at the next council meeting. With that said, with our 192 calls for the last month being medical, the current vehicle that we're running right now is what we call our squad truck, or Squad 51, which is a Ford 2005 Ford F550, which was purchased in 2005 through Homeland Security funds to pull our big rescue trailer and equipment. The reason that was put into use for our squad vehicle because it's the only vehicle that we had at the time. That vehicle is still remaining to give us problems. We've spent several $1,000s on it the last few months. It was actually totally down a couple weeks ago and had to be towed back to the fire station with the help of a couple of our firefighters. We've had that vehicle up and running, but we do have, and I'm going to butcher the name, but LaFuse Ford in St. Louis does have one more Explorer on hand with a light package like Chief Wilson purchased for the $43,500. He did state to me, the owner called me Friday. That's the last vehicle that they have in stock, and not look to get any more this year. So just bringing that to y'all's attention as we need to replace that 550 at some point.
How soon do you need to know?
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
We're
like
not gonna have finance for tomorrow.
he will give
Next
us.
week.
He's gonna give me until tomorrow at noon, and if he doesn't hear from us tomorrow at noon, it will be sold. He said he has sold it 10 times already, but we've done such business with him in the past, that he would hope it would come in tomorrow.
Is that budgeted in your budget?
No.
We gotta figure out where the money's gonna come from.
$38,470 in your
Reserve.
fire department reserve.
That's in equipment reserve, yes. But you gotta remember, we have to equip the new fire station also, which we are trying to apply for a grant for that. I'm sorry about my voice, but
If you need to know about tomorrow, if we can use that 38 and maybe take $5,000 more out of capital improvements until we can fund your other projects later, that'd be the only way we can approve it tonight.
that's fine. I mean, if that's what y'all wanna do.
We gotta
I
have.
talked to Chief Payne and I talked to you a little bit. Is this vehicle just something that's available, or is it exactly what you want and need?
No, we have actually reached out to other communities, bigger cities, and that's what they're using. You know, and Randy, you know probably more about this than anybody else sitting up here, but backboards used to be the first thing you went to in the EMS field, whether it was a wreck or fall or what. And backboards, although they're not going away, they are trending that way, where they're not used here as often as they used to be. They're saying now if you're ambulatory, just remain ambulatory, not backboard. So we wouldn't need a backboard on a general EMS call. If we run on a wreck where the possibility is greater, we'll have a fire truck there that has backboards on them. So, and that's what most of your bigger cities are doing. You're going to see a lot of savings just in fuel alone with purchasing a vehicle like this. So there has been a little bit more. Does come with the lights, the radio we can get. Yeah, we got a quote for a Smith two-way radio for $5,280. So.
Is that the only item you'll need added to the truck, or
The
you're
only-
gonna have to have other?
There's only one more piece of equipment we can get to McEwen's to build it for us, would be a rack to go in the back to hold the backs and such, which we can take out of our line item budgets.
So you're looking at 43.5 and then 5 what?
$5,000.
$5,280.88. Again, that was an estimate. They said it could be obviously more or less.
That puts it up to over 10,000 coming out of capital improvements.
When's the expected completion date as of right now with the new station?
That I do not know. When they were down for the groundbreaking, they said 300 days, but I think they'll be pushing it. Although when I came into town a while ago, I seen that they've already got some forms up for the concrete. The last delivery date of the metal was November 1st, the last that I heard. So once the metal gets here, it will go quick.
The fiscal year will end before that then. And so that would have an impact on your equipment reserve money too. Any motions or what do you want to do?
Like I said, I talked to you all about this, I understand the need. I think it's kind of bad with the timing right now, and that's not having time to talk about it on the finance committee. And I understand the situation. I talked to Chief Wilson for a a month and a half on his. So,
Was this brought up next council meeting? I missed the last one, so,
Well, I've mentioned these truck holding issues for a while, but
okay.
nothing as far as replacing it.
Yeah, next time, I suggest we give us a little more time so we can do some planning on if it's doable and where the money's gonna come from.
Is this something we can take out of ARPA money to replace this?
Direct purchase can be
Mhm.
taken with the approval of,
but we've got some other things that,
Yeah, we need to put a plan together of how we're gonna spend our money as well.
But
because
if
it-
this vehicle goes down, you have no way of going out to do the medical services.
I understand that, but we can't just decide overnight. That's the only problem. We have to plan a little bit ahead on how.
we planned $200,000 over in 3 months
Yeah.
on budget. I mean, if, my feeling alone, but, if we do this, that puts you down to basically zero.
Yeah, it's going to impact the rest of the fiscal year.
I understand that.
If that's something we can work with,
It's up to you guys what y'all wanna do.
yeah.
Y'all's the ones that control the purse strings. The only thing I'm telling you is to replace the truck we have, which will have to be replaced if it goes down, plus purchase of another vehicle. To replace what we currently have, to pull the trailer that it was purchased for, and the design and everything, you're looking at probably $80,000-$90,000, not counting the other 43.5 for a squad vehicle.
So by having this vehicle would put that